Morning Fit Mamas, Bree here. I've got a 20-minute arm series for you ladies that is mat-based, gym equipment free. I will be using a couple of tin tomatoes, just the 400 grams. So if you've got a couple lying around the pantry, whip them out. We're going to be focusing on opening up your chests, working your upper backs and working the backs of your arms. This is just to help support your body from all the extra lifting, carrying and feeding that you're doing as mums. So depending on where you're at during your postnatal journey, please only work within your limits. Stop if you feel any pain, rest when you need to, and enjoy. Lying on our backs, feet are going to be hip distance apart, knees are parallel, chest is nice and relaxed, chin tucked in. We're going to have our hands up towards the ceiling, palms facing each other. We're going to be starting off by reaching our fingertips towards the ceiling and then letting them relax into the mat. So reaching the fingertips up and relaxing into the mat. So our shoulder blades are going to be wrapping around our rib cage. Very, very slight movement. I don't want you straining your neck like that. Very gentle, reaching up. Okay, we're going to do another 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting back on the mat, and then we're going to be bringing our arms back overhead, only as far as you can control it, and then back up towards the sky. So we're testing out our shoulder stability here. We're trying to keep our body very still, and it's just our arms moving. So it's just the ball in the socket rolling in our shoulder joint. Two more. Okay, we're going to be leaving fingers up towards the ceiling. We're going to be bending at the elbows, the hands coming down towards the side of our head. So it's just sort of a reverse tricep press. If you have heavier weights, you'll start to feel it sooner. If not, we'll just up the reps until we start to feel it at the backs of the tops of our arms. Now, as mums, you guys are absolute guns at carrying your babies, lifting your babies, feeding your babies, so your biceps have been getting a workout and a half. The triceps tend to get forgotten. So in my classes, there is a focus on tricep strength, just to even you out and to get you in an optimal position posture-wise. So we're doing a few different versions of tricep strengthening exercises through this little video. Just starting to feel it, so we're going to do another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Alrighty. So transitioning up onto either your knees, hip distance apart. For the purpose of this video, just so you can see me, I'm going to be sitting down on my bottom. So whatever works for you for today. So we're going to think about being lovely, nice and tall. This is going to create space between our ribs, which is ideal. Our arms are going to be out towards our side, and we're going to be taking some circles with our hands. This is just to warm up our shoulder joint. If you're up on your knees, you'll be feeling it in your abdominals as well, because they'll be trying to stabilize you. So the backs of your shoulders as well, they're going to start kicking in. Everybody's warming up back there. Going to go for another 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse it. Reaching those fingertips. If it's getting too much for you, get rid of the cans, get rid of the weights. You can just do this with no weight at all. That's absolutely fine. Just let your body guide you today. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give yourself a bit of a shoulder roll. And we're going to bend those elbows 90 degrees, tucked in towards the body. And we're just going to be lifting those elbows out to the side. So warming up that rotator cuff. Aim to do about 20 of each. But if that isn't enough for you, increase the reps. Too much, decrease. Go for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing those arms up so that your elbows are in line with your shoulders, and we're going to be opening out. Bringing those shoulder blades together at the back. Working that upper back, opening up that chest. Working on that posture. Go for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms facing towards your face, I guess. Reaching the fingers up towards the sky, keeping those forearms parallel. Remembering to breathe. Working intricate muscles that stabilize our shoulders. 10, 9, 8, 7, doing great. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Roll that out. You won't be needing those cans anymore. Let's do a quick shoulder arm stretch. And the other side. Okay, so I'm just going to flip over to the side so you guys can see what I'm doing. So positioning wise, I've got my knees wide, feet together, just sitting down on my bottom. I'm going to be tilting my body forward, not sticking it out, not tucking it under, just tilting it forward like so. Chin's going to be tucked, neck is nice and long, arms are going to be behind us, so chest is nice and wide. So we're going to be lifting and lowering our arms. You could choose to keep using those cans if you want to. I was feeling the burn, but it won't take any reps to feel this burn too. So So heading back to our triceps. Gonna go for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding it up, flipping those palms, rotating to the sky, to the floor. Remembering to breathe, keeping that chin tucked. Okay, for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. So we're going to bring the hands as if we're clapping together. So only move a few centimeters just to finish off in this position. Little clap pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, nice and high, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great, just rolling that neck around. Okay, coming on to our hands and knees. Depending on how your wrists feel in this position, you can pop them up into fists, or you can roll the edge of your mat up and rest your palms on them and your fingers on the ground. Just takes the edge off a bit. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, feet relaxed for this one. Our pelvic position, sticking the booty out and tucking it under. Rotate between the two and stop in the middle. Now we're going to go into some chest drops. We drop our chest towards the mat, elbows straight but not locked, and then push our chest away from the ground. Very gentle exercise. So shoulder blades come together and then separate. Elbows are straight. When I say locked, that's my elbows locked. Relax them. Chin is still tucked, so I can see a beautiful double chin as always. And this is working serratus anterior, just to help those shoulder blades move freely on our rib cage. And do another 4, 3, 2, 1, and find the middle between those two. And we're going to stay here. This is our neutral spine and 4-point kneeling. Bring one arm out to the front, and we're just going to be lifting and tapping it. Our weight is going to remain nice and even between our legs and our left hand. Good little tripod, keeping us steady. Our tummy's going to come on, just to help stabilize as well. Making sure that your eye gaze is directly down onto the mat. Go for another 4, 3, 2, 1. You should be feeling it in that supporting arm. Changing sides. Lowering and lifting. Making sure you haven't sunk in to that arm, but you're still pushing that chest off and your weight is even between that tripod of your right hand and 2 legs. Still remembering to breathe. I know I'm asking you to do 40 things at once. Welcome to Pilates. Another 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Coming into child's pose and just flip those wrists around, stretching out that back, Okay. Next, we're going to be coming onto our tummies. I'm just going to demonstrate straight to you so you can see what I'm doing, because it can get a bit muffled when I'm lying on the ground. We're going to be having our hands up to our forehead, and we're going to be just doing a little bit of a back extension. So our head will come off the mat and our upper chest will as well, only a few centimeters. I don't want it to be too hectic. And now after we do 10 of those, we hold it up, and then we're going to be tapping our elbows, alternating them into the mat. After that, our hands will come out into this position, and we'll be moving our hands like we're washing the floor. We're going to try and make sure that our wrist and our elbow are in a straight line, stacked on top of each other. Cool, let's get going. Alrighty, coming down onto your tummy, tucking your pubic bone into the mat, hands up by your forehead. So here we go, we are lifting and lowering. Only coming up a few centimeters. We don't want to be feeling it in our lower back. Our chest is nice and proud and open. Our chin is definitely tucked in. We should be feeling this around our shoulder blades. Do another 4, 3, tucking that pubic bone into the mat. 2, 1, holding it up and tapping opposite elbows. One more each side. We're going to put our hands in the position that we're going to next, but just relax for a hot second. Head to the right, have a breath here. Head to the left, have a breath here. Coming back, tucking that pubic bone towards the mat. Drawing our shoulder blades very gently down our rib cage whilst thinking about being nice and long, creating space in our ribs. We're going to lift those arms off the mat so that our wrists are in line with our elbows, and we are going to start washing the floor. I don't want to see your shoulders coming up towards your ears, making sure that there's a nice gap between your neck, your ears and your shoulders, I should say. A nice long neck. Another 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse that wash. Feeling it in my upper back? Hope you are too. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Coming up onto all fours, going into a bit of a cat-cow, releasing that back. Now, last little challenge. Only if your Women's Health Physio has cleared you for it. If your tummy is okay for it, we're going to do a few knee hovers. If it's not, just have a little miss at this one. Tucking the toes, wrists, shoulders, knees, hips all aligned, chin tucked. We're just going to be going up onto our toes, hovering our knees off for 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. Breath, and up for 4, 3, 2, 1, back down. I'm going to do this once more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Alrighty, our last little bit are some tricep dips here. So we're going to be bending our elbows in towards our body Our chin is nice and tucked, so as if our forehead is going to be tapping the mat and coming back up. Making sure we're not sagging through those shoulder blades. Elbows close towards the body as opposed to a push-up press, which is out to the side. If this is really hard on your wrists, just bring your weight further back so you'll be really pressing less weight through them. Again, it might be easier if you roll up your mat. If you want a little bit harder, stack yourself up properly and take that weight. Gonna go for 5, 4, tuck that chin, 3, nearly there guys, 2, 1 and hold. That's right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You did it. Well done. So do a little tricep stretch, up and over. Really stretch yourself out. Taking 3 breaths. And then we'll do the other side.